on digital, and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2. Russell Brand.
That was the New York Dolls, Dance Like a Monkey. Good, isn't it?
Yes,
I liked that.
and you did.
It wasn't like the monkeys often have some sort of rhythm and drive. You're listening to Russell Brand on Radio 2. Welcome to this year. I'm in a position to welcome
You're
people
so pro.
to a period of time. Well, there is a new year has happened, Matt. I thought I might mention it. I am Russell Brand. I'm here with Matt Morgan. He's in charge of these switches that run the desk and the buttons and that. You all right, mate?
Brilliant. Rude health.
Are you? I wonder how that even developed, rude health.
Well,
The idea of that idiom, rude health.
weird, isn't it?
Because, frankly, it makes me think of you sat there all
Don't say
flustered,
it.
nursing an erection.
Yeah, I need so.
There, well, I have. I've said it there. It's a new year. Why shouldn't I say erection? It don't matter. It's just nature. It's Mother Nature, ain't it? You should never be embarrassed about sex, Matthew.
Don't make it out that I'm sat here proud. I'm just saying I'm in rude health. I've got red cheeks. I'm happy.
You should be a bit embarrassed about sex, actually. I see you do it once through a window. Awful spectacle it was. Blustery, flustered, hair across his forehead. What's that face supposed to mean?
That was in the window.
No, it wasn't, was it? Right, okay, so we've got loads of things to talk to each other about. Firstly, who's this Trevor Locke character in our radio studio? Trevor, hello, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. It's lovely to see you.
So
good,
you
isn't it?
didn't get any clothes for Christmas then, Trev?
What?
Trevor's, again, dressed himself up as a dog's basket. Why are you
Your
dressed like this,
taunts
Trevor?
really lack teeth. Impotent taunts.
Impotent taunts?
Because they don't have any reality. There's no ground to them.
What do you want us
Did that
to
used
do?
to be white, that top?
This is pink. It's clearly pink.
Trevor, it's not.
It is clearly pink. We've
It's
turned
all
the lights
grey
down.
and listless.
No, it's not.
Like bed sheets in a humdrum bed
There is a little bit of a mark on it there. I've spilled
It's
something.
grey and
earlier.
pink at the same time.
What a ridiculous
This
way
is a
to
Christmas
approach a
present.
spectrum. Well, Trevor, I don't want to talk about your Christmas. I welcome you here. Happy New Year to you.
right.
I'm very glad that you've come and I offer you love. You concussed yourself over the Christmas period, did you?
I did a little bit. I walked into a window in Tottenham Court Road, yes.
Why would anyone do a thing like that?
By
Cry
accident.
for help.
It's a cry for help. You poor, desperate boy.
Feeble. Cry for help.
Help me! You haven't even got the courage to open a vein, have you, Trev? I'll pop a few pills. What kind of suicide
Don't say
attempt is
that.
that? No, don't say that. Don't do any cries for help. Although, actually, on this radio show, we're going to help people. What we've decided
Let's
is...
call it Cries for Help.
Cries for help, lovely.
That's nice.
Right, this new item, what we've styled over, is called Cries for Help. Should you need a bit of the old help, give us a ring on 0500 288 291 with your
They've got
cry
to,
for
they've
help.
got to cry for it.
What do you mean, how? I
think-
just go, help!
Yeah.
All right, well, that's not going to work, Matthew. You need to involve the telephone at some point. They can do that when they get through. They will go, welcome to a radio show. This is
go,
your cry for help. All right, maybe, Matt, but I think it might seem like overproduced. I don't know. We can
don't
try
think
it. So, but firstly, come on, let's ground ourselves in reality, because we've not seen each other for a couple of weeks, because that, the New Year's one was pre-recorded, wasn't it? But I think it lacked nothing for that. It's
No,
a
it's
people
brilliant.
phone us. Good one. I was very proud of that bit of work we've done. If you want to join in, ask us for some help or something, or just comment on your feelings and your innards, you can email russell.brand@bbc.co.uk. You can text us at 88291. It's going to be a really good radio show. Later we'll talk to Noel Gallagher, won't we? I've missed him.
What sort of help do you think we should be
Well,
more
say
specific?
you're in love with someone and you want us to get involved with that, ring us and we will. Right? Say you think, oh, I love this girl, I keep looking at her all the time, perhaps she works at a garage. Tell us about that, we'll ring her up and trouble her.
Yeah.
Or, like, say you're a hospital porter and you're getting bullied by one of the paramedics, tell us, we'll phone up the hospital.
Oh, I doubt you've upset me now.
Why? Why? You
Who
think
is this guy?
Poor fellow, he'd be played by Robson Green, who's being bullied by a bully boy rat with a quiff. There's a rat with a quiff bothering me. I don't know if that actually happens in the NHS. So yeah, ring us up with your problems if you want, 0500 288 291. But let's ground ourselves in reality. I've been away on a nice holiday. I went to Mauritius.
That's not reality, is it?
Isn't it? I bought out of reality, it was an escape.
Living the millionaire's playboy lifestyle.
It was really posh, the hotel I stayed in. I had my doubts. I thought, is this hotel good enough? But my doubts were quashed when I see Roman Abramovich was also at the same hotel. Frightening.
Explain who he is for people like me.
All right. Well, Matthew, Roman Abramovich is a billionaire oligarch. How do you say that word?
Oligarch.
Oligarch. He's an oligarch, which he's he got a lot of
Is
power.
that worse than an orc?
He's like an orc, Matt, but with more syllables. Can you imagine how damage a guy like that could do? Yeah, he owns Chelsea, and he's
football
rich.
club.
Chelsea Football Club, yeah, not the district, bless you, or Prince Harry's soon-to-be wife. I'm a bit troubled by
She's not
these.
called Chelsea, is she?
She used to.
Harry's one is called Chelsea.
Oh, right, okay.
Will's has got Katie, and Harry's got Chelsea. I've got swept up in the soap opera that is the British monarchy a little
It's not
bit.
Barbie and Ken. Will's just got Katie.
Oh no, Chelsea's going near Will's. Well, then you should be allowed to go on Katie then, Harry. Fair's fair. Yeah, so I just want to talk about these things a bit. When I was on holiday, Roman Abramovich was there, and it made me feel nervous because of his power. He emitted a sense of huge power, and I kept trying to overwhelm that sense of power with jocundity and my garrulous nature, right? There was a buffet New Year's Eve. Roman Abramovich, he sat over there, the other side of the room. It's a posh buffet with sculptures, not like, you know, like a buffet jostling in the queue with a paper plate.
Sculptures?
Ice ones, mate.
Oh, God.
Lovely it was. And so Abramovich, he's over there. Nesbitt was there as well, Jimmy Nesbitt, but like, out of cold feet. He was also in the hotel. I
This
see him
doesn't sound like a
frolicking.
holiday. It's like a nightmare. There's ice sculptures.
think I might
Jimmy Nesbitt. I think he fell asleep in Heathrow.
I woke up, I'd inadvertently been put into a celebrity TV drama called The Island. It's a reality show with a difference. Grope your way through these ice sculptures before Abramovich buys you and destroys your talent. Yeah, so like, yeah, Nesbitt, I only see him frolicking in the pool for a bit in this dream stroke.
Frolicking?
He was frolicking, he
That's
actually...
slanderous.
No, it's not, mate. He was doing it. He was above board. He had his trunks on. Mind you, they were on his head. And he was in Rude Elf, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and like, I didn't have nothing to do with Jimmy Nesbitt, as much as I admire him as actor. And then, but Abramovich, he, like, sort of, I just kept seeing him at the buffet. And I just thought, like, the first time I saw him, I was dressed up in my England
Did
Russell
you just
attire.
mime carrying a tray?
Did I? I don't know,
at the
Matthew.
buffet and you were carrying a little tray.
It was actually a piece of fine bone china, Matthew, which I carried with incredible dignity, like a P.G. Woodhouse character. Right, so, yeah, I kept I tried to look at him in a way that suggested, oh, hello, mate, are you all right? Like that, just with facial
annoying.
expression. Like I was, hello, mate. Like I was sort of an overly keen orderly to try enjoying giving him a bed bath. Hello, you all right, Mr. Abramovich? Oh, you've got nothing to be shy of, have you?
Eric
Get them
Idle.
Jim Jams off. No, like in a friendly, that was friendly and not annoying. What I just, do you see? There seems to be some confusion between the friendly and annoying. It's going to eventually get you into trouble. But I always looked at him like, oh, hello, mate, hello. He'd just give me a steely, cold stare that tore right through me. I couldn't get him to stop doing it either.
Do you think he knew who you were?
I think that might have been the problem. Come on, mate. I couldn't get him to...
Hello, mate. Yeah, those ice sculptures are nice, aren't they?
You what, mate? Here, so I'll get you a glass of water. So an egg sandwich, mate.
Do your work here.
Sort of, mate. I just want to make you happy. Here, give us a cuddle. Yeah, I couldn't get him to crack, even with my utmost nice, friendly expression.
Why did you bother him? Why didn't you just get on with your holiday?
I couldn't, because he was potent. He was a potent force in the corner of the room. He's unignorable because he's not like a celebrity, is he? He's like a king or
I
something.
don't know. I never heard of him till today.
Come on.
Matthew, don't you read the papers?
I've heard that name. I didn't know what it meant.
I just thought that's a series of signs, like hieroglyphics,
Yeah.
like you're Indiana Jones groping your way through a media temple.
Yeah.
Well, that's a crazy way to live. So anyway, that was part of my holiday. The other part of my holiday is I didn't bother to whoop my hair up into frenzy. I just had it down all nice and normal. And I dressed in white linen sort of clothes and started to think of myself as a sort of messiah figure. Is that healthy?
I think it's just a costume change then.
Essentially, yeah. I just put on a different colour jacket. Right, so we'll talk to Noel Gallagher later. We'll solve your problems because you might be a bit jaded because it's a new year. Do you feel jaded, Matt?
No, I told you, rude health.
Oh yeah, Rude Elf. Oh yeah, I remember now, but I
Trev's
just saw that as a euphemism. Well, Trev does look jaded.
I am jaded.
Why are you so jaded?
Well, I'm still recovering, I think.
Alright, say you was a listener of this radio show and you wanted our help, what would you do? Yes, hello, this is Radio 2, Russell Brand Show, how can we help?
Hello, I'm looking for meaning.
Sorry, you're boring, bye! Go on, meaning you say?
Yes,
Ah.
meaning.
Well, just be beautiful to people then, old bean, because
Really?
there is no meaning, it's a construct.
Be
Birds
beautiful.
and the trees, they don't think about meanings, do they? What would be the point? Just get on it, lay your eggs, eat your worms.
Get on it.
Get on it, mate. That's how I talk. In my mind, I'm still wearing my linen trousers, Matthew.
Can I just say, those
Yeah.
pictures of you in the paper on your holiday,
Go on, victimise me.
where... No, I'm not going to...
I thought I looked like a great train robber. I thought I looked like a great train robber.
You look like a mediocre train robber. Was there paparazzi in little canoes?
You've dropped all the swag, you twit!
How do they get those pictures?
There was a little island, and like they kept turning up there. Some people looked like indigenous to the island because they was just like Mauritian-looking, like Asian-looking people. And then occasionally there'd be a sort of a white paparazzi person. The first day they turned up on a boat, right? And they came sailing right up close to me on the beach, and I thought they're not taking photos, are they? Why would they? And then I realised they were taking photos when they went, "Thank you, Mr. Brand," like that, as they sailed off. Like that, having taken shots of me. I would have tried to dress nicer had I known that was what's going on, because my trunks were too
it's
small.
very odd. I wondered what happened to you.
Did I not look like a great train robber?
Oh, you looked good.
Like
you had
shirt
your hair in a
undone.
ponytail sort of thing.
Ah, right,
Like the
okay.
one I saw.
Yeah.
You looked all right. I mean, you look like you've been enjoying the buffet.
You vindictive fuck for man. I had illness when I was a teenager.
No, you look very nice.
Thank you very much.
Right, should we have a record?
Hold on, hold on. Let's break the
for
record.
about 2 months.
How long
It's
I
nearly
can
2008.
prattle on about nothing. Let's set a record, baby. Never mind playing them. I just want to. All right. When we come back from this record, let's all talk very seriously and not flippantly about our views on the execution of Saddam Hussein. I think it might be out of order. Yeah, let's listen to "Rock This Town" by Daniel Johnston. Bye, Daniel Johnston. I love you very much, but you won't stop singing. That's Daniel Johnston. "Rock This Town." I like him. He's good, isn't he?
Brilliant.
Just don't try, does he? I don't know. The album's called "The Late Great Daniel Johnston." Does that mean?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Just as we found him.
Oh, why? Why have you taken him? Take me! Take me! You're listening to the Russell Brand Show. I'm here with Matt Morgan and Cocky Trevor Lockie. We're trying to solve people's problems, really, when we should be thinking about our own. We've had some emails. This one's from Paul in Cornwall. He goes, "I'm 31 and need a girl. I'm well nice. Kind of look like Jared Leto, but less hairy. Help me, please, Russell, you sex whale." That's a bit paradoxical, because sex, fine. Whale, why? Because unless it's that whale that came up the Thames and captured all our hearts. Other than that, whales are not sexy creatures, except to other
Are you sure you
whales.
spell it? Whale with an H.
It is got an H, yeah. And what do you mean, like sex whale? Like, yeah! Like a sex
Oh,
whale.
God, never do that again.
Come on, Matthew, you. Yeah! If ever you was going to come gay, that were the moment. So anyway, Paul in Cornwall wants to get a girlfriend. Who is Jared Leto?
He's a tennis
He's an
player.
American person.
Right, well, this is a medical
Oh, no,
gentleman that
that's
you would
Jay
assemble. It's not Jay Leno, you twerp, that big square-jawed
He
fellow.
is a sex whale. No, he's a tennis player, isn't he, Jared?
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Let's go with Trevor. Trevor
Isn't he
knows
an
who's
actor?
that.
He's an actor. He plays it.
Trev, don't
tennis as
just
a
say
pastime.
things.
Well, he plays tennis, but he's
You
more
don't know
known as an
about
actor.
him. Go and have a little drink, Trevor, somewhere. Go back and live at your parents' house, if that's how you're going to
Yeah, he's
behave
an
with us.
actor in a film called...
What?
Something.
He's an actor. Well, listen, it sounds like you look like a handsome fella, Paul in Cornwall. Just try not to worry too much. You want any girl, just walk up to a lot of them and be ever so polite and that.
Cornwall, that's the problem. There's no sort of passing trade.
Right, he's at the end of the land.
And also this time of year, there's not much sort of tourist trade.
Right.
So he needs to get, I don't know, up to the Isle of Wight or something.
Go to somewhere that's more of a conduit. Go to Birmingham, sit on the ball ring, in a sort of a shack that you assemble yourself, and be bare-chested, and just yelp, Paul. Yelp. Yelp that you are J. Red Leto. Say that you are him. Yeah, that's that lad's problem solved. We can move on. Hold on, we've got someone on the line here that genuinely wants help, and we're going to help her. She's called Hannah. Hannah, are you there, dear?
Hello.
You alright, sweetheart?
Yeah.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, I'm going to have a 16th party. Well, hopefully.
16th party. You've had 15 up till now. Do you have one every year?
No, I only had one last year.
Right, but you are 16 years of age.
Going to be in February, but I want ideas because all my friends have really good parties, and I want a good one.
Right, so you want to challenge the superiority and
Yeah.
supremacy of your friends' parties with a party of your own. This is quite a serious problem. What are we going to do? Well, it's baffled. You've stumped us. Well, I suppose you're 16. You can't really drink booze yet, or any drugs because that's illegal. 16. Right, now you will be legally allowed to have sexual partners. Now, I think you should theme the party around legal sex. I don't know. Don't do that, Hannah. Your
don't do
parents
that.
will not let you. Are you using your parents' house as a venue?
No, I want to try and get a hall so it's bigger.
A horse. Don't do that. The Trojans suffered badly as a result of this birthday technique. She's just going to get a hall.
With a DJ.
Right.
Some crisps.
DJ Crisps. Okay. Well, what is-
theme, a
You want a theme?
Yeah, I was thinking comedy, but then I sort of dress up as comedy people.
Different
like
comedy
for
characters.
example.
Right, you could dress up as me or people from Little Britain or something like that. Why don't you have it themed around vampires? Because I suppose what you really want to do is heighten the mood of, like, you're 16, you're still essentially a child, but you're coming of age. I think you want to heighten the mood of danger. So dress as say it's a vampire themed party. Why not? February.
No, a masked ball.
Masked ball, like
That's
in
good.
hold on, a Venetian masked ball. That's a good idea, Matt. Right now, the idea of the Venetian masked ball is like we're all imprisoned by our identity, Hannah. Right? We think too much about the notion of the self.
Don't write any of this on the invitation or nothing.
Put this down, Hannah. Write it in a crayon right now, and then put a big greasy thumbprint on it and say, "Come to my party. You can leave your identity at the door. Put a bag on your head and give me a cuddle." Bye. I think this masked ball idea of Matt's could possibly be the solution.
I like that idea. Sounds cool.
Imagine that, people whirling about, lovely, graceful, sort of, you know, in its way erotic, but in a suppressed, suitable way for a 16-year-old girl. So what kind of people will be coming to your party? Your peers, will they?
Yes, indeed. Them and then my family, because they want to come.
We could send your family going to be there as well. Okay, they can come all masked as well. People won't know, but there could be an embarrassing incident where, like, sort of perhaps your uncle will cuddle one of your friends too hard, and it'll be all masked. It could lead to an incident. Be careful of that.
Never unmask everyone.
Never unmask anyone. Let people like Batman or Judge Dredd keep your identity a secret at all times.
And play games.
Why don't mind games with people? Psychologically unsettle people as soon as they come in. Sort of say, just lean into people's ears and go, "You are weak." Right at the beginning of the evening. Get Trevor. Do you want Trevor to come to your party? We'll make him if you like.
You can all come.
No, because remember,
Russell, I think at this juncture you really should offer to go and perhaps do an hour's stand-up.
That's a lovely idea.
What a nice idea.
I don't want to because it would be difficult for me and possibly embarrassing.
But you'll be wearing a mask, Russ.
You'll love it. No one will know it's you.
I'm not an idiot. You can't do that, "Oh, you make a lovely cup of tea, make a cup of tea" technique on me. I'm a grown man. Now, alright, might send Trevor to your party, stay on the line afterwards and give details, but you can have a nice Venetian masked ball. It might spiral out of control in terms of expense. What's your budget?
I haven't got one yet.
Right, we can get sponsorship for it. We'll get sponsorship somehow. Don't let it turn into like the party from Eyes Wide Shut, which was an inappropriate festival of erotica. Keep it above board because your family's there and you are only just on the cusp of adulthood. Hannah, that is all the help we can give you. Leave details. We will force Trevor to come. What's the date?
1st of February.
1st of February, perfect. Trevor, you better get working on a mask. In fact, you can wear that all the time, as a matter of
I
fact.
think you should wear a full body mask that has wheels. It's just in there.
Yeah, let's cocoon him
I'll
up
go in the horse.
like a giant cigar. Hannah, thank you very much for your call. Has our advice been helpful to you?
Yes, indeed. I think I might do that.
She didn't cry for help.
Oh, go. Part of the theme of this item is you have to go, "Help!" Like to cry for help. That's the way we've themed the item, because you above all people should respect themes, because otherwise, without that respect, you wouldn't have your Venetian theme. So could you go, "Help!" like that?
Help!
Really good. Thanks. Brilliant. This item works. Thank you very much. Take care. Thanks for your call. There
Bye.
she goes. That's Hannah Ogden. A good surname as well for young Hannah. Right. Hello, Mr. Brand. You are better than David Bowie. Well, that's unfounded. With much love, Sarah at Warwick University. Can you say hello to me and my friend Sam? Hello. Everyone is being boring. We are very drunk. Lovely. Nice. Well done. Hello. So, remember, right now, I riskily brought up the topic of Saddam's execution.
I was hoping that had gone away.
Nope, I've remembered it again. So now, let's walk along the knife edge of taste and decency with a discussion of a sensitive topic. I think it's certainly not right to film it, is it? And then
It's
show
bad
it.
to film it. It's bad for people to jeer, and it was so. No matter what someone's done, if they're just about to die, let's give them
Give
some
them dignity.
And
Yeah.
Tony Blair's bad for not saying anything about
Yeah, not saying he's a
refusing to-
cowardly leader, not a brave, noble leader such as we require. Let's get a shot of him as well. Let's hang him. No,
Come
it's
on.
wrong to hang
Right.
people.
Wrong to kill.
We've done
people,
enough on the
surely.
Hussein thing.
Not yet. I've always liked Saddam Hussein since he was found in the ground eating little fun-sized Mars bars with a big Father Christmas beard. I've always thought, he's just like a lovely old uncle, right? Because I find it difficult to quantify the idea of the massive genocide of the Kurds and some of his international crimes. And I also think the people that give us the information are the people that wanted to nick his country for oil, so I'm mistrustful of it. And when I see him in court and that, I always think he looks all right. Now, you know, I'm sure he done bad things, terrible things. Send us some emails about that. But it's certainly not right to execute him in that fashion, is it? It's made me lose respect for the system by which we're governed. And remember, we're going to cause that revolution quite soon. This is more
Well, that is
grist
the
for the
Iraqi
meal.
system. That is...
Yeah, but it's not, is it? It's a puppet government, Matt. They're not a proper Iraqi system. Isn't it though, Trevor? Puppet
I don't
government.
know if they're
Nor
puppets
do
or
I,
not.
but it's my instinct tells me that it's a puppet government. The Americans are running it, really. They kept changing the judges and that, and Saddam Hussein was furious about it. Then they hung him. It's out of order. So there's my views on that
Brilliant.
sensitive issue. I think we got through that quite well. And I thought,
Brilliant.
help! We're ruining our careers! While you listen, somebody do something! I think that's alright. I didn't say anything particularly risque there. All those things are like public knowledge. Trev, go on, you've normally got a view on stuff like this, and you're sat there scratching your head like a chimp.
No, I know. I have no view on it at all. Other
Why?
than I'm very proud of you to talk about it, because no one talks about it, and I think it should be talked about. It's wrong what happened.
It is wrong, because otherwise we must be on the side of beauty and righteousness. Otherwise we're just contributing to killing people, and it makes
It
us all
fans
bad.
the flames, doesn't it? It makes it
Fans
worse
the
out there
flames.
now. His
It was an
supporters are now
argument based
feeling.
on the fact that Russell thinks he looks all right.
And like Father Christmas, Matt. Don't forget that, and that he had fun-sized Mars bars. I like that, because like he was living in a hole. So he thought, well, I like Mars bars, but it is a very small hole. I just have these fun-sized ones as a treat once in a
I
while.
always think fun size. If that's not.
It's a
fun.
rip-off, Matt.
It'd be
It's
fun
one of the
if it was
big rip-offs of our
Big
age.
canoe that you could get in.
Yeah, that would be fun. Or like a big house made of Mars with Hansel and Gretel sobbing in a corner. Lovely. Oh no, I feel sorry for them now. But certainly it isn't fun to have a time.
Have a go at that witch.
That witch, what have you done?
Fatten them up.
You bloody done that to Hansel and Gretel. It was wrong.
You're so topical.
I am topical, Matt. I've got my finger on the pulse and I'm not afraid to take risks. In many ways, I'm like a comedy Donny out of the Towers of London. So, right, we'll talk about that in a minute if you like. If you've got a problem and no one else can help, and if you can find us, why don't you call 0500 288 291. This is Russell Brand. We're on BBC Radio 2. Go on then. That was my clear
No, I
sign.
pressed it, but it's doesn't
What's
show
wrong with
intro.
him? Right, BBC Radio 2. Whee! Praise. The Clash. Train in Vain, The Clash. Listen to Russell Brand on BBC Radio 2. We've been talking about some things that we're out of our depth with, like, for example, the execution of Saddam Hussein. We've had this email here from Ollie Spraggs, who calls himself Spraggo.
That's not true.
Well, look, right, Ollie Spraggs, open brackets, Spraggo17.
Don't say his email
It's
address.
only an email address. It's not
Then you might get.
What's wrong with that? An email address? It's not like giving out someone's phone number, because then you'd have to have a human voice going, Ollie Spragg, I have your identity and details, and now I will make you feel intimidated and alone. But email, someone could write that, you just delete it. Don't you think? I mean,
What do you mean?
well, if you get an email, a threatening email, who cares? Just delete it.
He
would
won't
you
get
get-
a threatening one either.
Well, let's see what he says.
Right, Ollie Spragg. Right, we'll decide, Ollie Spragg, whether to compromise your identity on the basis of this email. Ollie Spragg goes, I think that Saddam Hussein did awful things, but I do not agree with the hanging. He is probably a horrible man, but I think that the state killing him is not a humane thing to do. Exclamation mark there, he's exclaiming that. The state that is hanging him is also committing a crime, really, isn't it? Love the show, Ollie. It's great, ain't it? It all exists in the same world. The horror of hanging a dictator and love the show. It's all part of the same thing. So, Ollie Spragg, do you think we should give... I mean, Ollie Spragg, it's not like we should... Because I suppose often when
Let's
people...
just leave his email. That was a lovely email.
It was, actually. Ollie, you've contributed well,
He'll
but if
probably
you
just get-
do want us to advertise your email address so that you get inundated with... I don't know
Chicks.
what- Chicks, man. People. I just like that he's called himself Spraggo17 at then his address. Spraggo. It's good, I think.
Good, yeah, that's good.
Fair enough, Spraggo, me old pal, me old beaut. You're a lovely fella. So, anyway, aside from what, Trevor, what
Do
is
you know
it
what this
now,
makes me
dear?
feel? What I'm getting actually is nostalgia for
What-
dictators.
You're getting nostalgic
Yeah,
for
because
dictators.
think about it, when I
Oh,
was
you
a
wouldn't have
kid-
that if you lived under one, dear.
I know.
They
It's
was
obviously
bastards.
it's obviously a very middle class privilege nostalgia for.
It is really.
Is it?
For dictators. We've only just hung one. He wants another one.
But look, when I grew up, there was Saddam Hussein, there was Gaddafi, there was Pinochet.
Ceausescu.
Exactly.
He was a good
well
one.
done, Ceausescu. It was always who's left now?
Bay City Rollers.
Oh, they were. Oh, weren't they
weren't
awful?
dictators. Now,
They made me wear tartan.
who's left now? There's none left now.
Have we got rid of all of them?
There's none
It's
left.
like it's African
No, Kim
ones.
Jong, the Korean one.
Kim Jong is
Kim
not so
Jong-il.
much. Is
Kim
it more of
Jong-il.
a king?
Is he
He's
more
a
of a king?
dictator.
Oh, he's a bit of a dictator. He's a dictator.
What about Robert Mugabe?
Robert
Mugabe.
Mugabe,
He's a dictator.
Robert Mugabe. ra-da-da-da-da-da.
And there's a good one in.
Good one.
There is
Trevor,
one.
it's got a Panini
shut up.
sticker album of dictators.
Yes.
Other sticker albums are available.
There's a really good one in that Stan. There's a Stan that's got a really good one.
What do you mean Stan?
One of
Oh,
the
well, like
Stans.
Kazakhstan.
Not Kazakhstan.
You'd remember that because of Borat.
Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan's got a really good one. What's
They've got-
good about him?
Oh, he's just kooky. He's really funny. He's got
I'm
one
a
really-
kooky dictator. Don't do this, do that. You're killed. I'm a kooky dictator.
He's just like Phoebe from Friends.
He's really lovely. He's like contestant number 3 from Blind Date. He's a real wild card.
He builds these funny shaped buildings and he's named the days of the week after members of
Or
his
is it
family.
contestant number 3? He's a dictator from Turkmenistan. Hello, if I come on this date with you, I kill you. Oh, I'm going to get a new act, etc., etc.
But that's the nice thing about him. He doesn't kill anyone.
He doesn't kill anyone.
No, he just names the days of the week after his family members and builds funny buildings. And
Is there
names.
still 7 days in the week?
Oh, there's still 7.
Have 10.
Exactly. That's what he should do.
Have different number of days. Really, let's really mix it up a bit over in
It's a good
Turkmenistan.
idea.
Matthew, what's wrong with you? Don't you like our new
I
dictator?
don't think. I think
love.
Trevor's read some book by Roald Dahl and believed it.
Trevor, in this country, are there a load of bald witches that have conventions and a boy who turns into a mouse?
How did you know?
Oh, it's a lovely land. So we've got someone on the phone with a real problem. Let's learn more about dictators. I think that sounds like a lovely place. So there's probably horrible conditions, actually,
No,
Trevor.
good conditions. That's the thing. Great conditions.
The conditions are great. Yeah. Look at these conditions. I could stay here all morning. Just in a bathrobe, blowing off. Right, okay. Look, we've got an email here in our new item. What's it called, our new item, mate? Cry for help. Cry for help. Help! It's good. We should make a jingle for that, shouldn't we? Right, let's just do the jingle live. Now it's time for our new item, Cry for help. Help! Well done. This is from Clary Bell. Clary Bell. Clary Bell's on the line.
Hello.
Clary Bell, you all right, darling?
Hello, Mr. Brown. Good evening, boys.
Hello.
I see you've started this conversation in a seductive fashion. Why?
Because your show is my 2 hours of relaxation on a Saturday.
Well, it ain't for us. We work very bloody hard, love.
Thank you
Don't
for
rub our
making
faces in it.
Relaxing for me.
Oh, good. No, I'm glad you're enjoying
You
yourself.
provide a valuable service.
Yeah, also, we get to the heart of issues that matter. Like the
Better than the
execution of...
Telegraph.
Yep. So, okay, Clary Bell.
Yep.
Is that your real name?
Yep.
Sounds like it
Mayhem
rhymes with
Sister
something.
number 2.
What, darling?
Mayhem Sister number 2.
What is a mayhem sister? What's going on? I'm confused.
It's me and my sister.
Ah, right, there's 2 of you and you're
Make a
called
little
mayhem.
bit of good mayhem, like good fairies.
For example?
I don't know.
Right, you've
having
done
nice
nothing.
Things, yeah.
Well,
Having nice things.
Having nice
That's
things.
mayhem.
mayhem by any
Good
description.
mayhem to lots of people.
Well, listen, young lady, you better think of some examples of this mayhem, because people are going to start to think you're a liar. Now, you'll want to do this cry for help thing, because you need
Wow,
some help.
yeah.
Well, you know it begins with you having to go, help. So, go on. I'm afraid you have to do it again, because I didn't hear the beginning of it properly. But it did sound good. Good, yeah, we'll accept that
good.
one. Okay, what is your cry for help now that you've made the
Well,
cry?
For years and years, since I was 18, and I'm much older than that now,
Yes.
I've had the same Joni Mitchell long strawberry blonde hair.
Ah, yes, I can see that would be a problem.
Yeah, and it's getting to me. So I'd like to go. I really, really want to be a bit more rock chicky.
Right.
But I don't know how. I don't know how to do my hair in a rock chick way, and every time I do it, it still stays flat. However much mousse I put on. So
Right, Matt knows a
I
lot about
fancied
things like this.
a new rock look for 2007.
help you if you don't help me. Let me. That could be my new catchphrase for this item.
You help me, and I'll help you.
That could be another one. Now listen, right, Matt knows a lot about rock chicks and the likes. That's
Right.
how he distracts himself from the concept of death. So what should this girl do about her hair?
Well, what colour is it now?
Strawberry blonde.
Like
Right.
Joni Mitchell, 1977.
Put up a parking lot.
Dye it black.
Dye it black for a kick-off.
That's your starter.
Cut
That
into
wouldn't look
it.
good with my eyebrows.
Actually,
Dye them black.
dye it. Shave them off. I've been thinking about eyebrows a lot. And what the hell are they? And what do
They're
they
there
want
to
from
stop
us?
sweat going in your eyes.
I don't have sweat going in my eyes
You would
because of the eyebrows. I've learned a valuable lesson here.
Dye your
How
hair
do I
black.
get the height on my hair?
Well, Russell's your man for
I'll
that.
help you
Yeah.
with height. Over to me now. This is my field. Right, for height, you need to create static, and you
Okay.
can do that with a hairdryer, spray, and rub. You know how if you're trying to get a balloon to stick to a ceiling and you rub it in your hair, you forget about the balloon. That's not going to help you. Just use your own hand. Keep rubbing in a circular motion on the crown of your head and create static. Then spray with spray.
That's
Then
not
dry. I don't know what it is, Matt, but I like it. I don't want you to judge me. I'm not hurting anyone.
It is static.
It is
It's
static.
back combing. You're just
static.
making the bot that
Static.
you go on.
Static, static.
Carry on.
So, right, this advice is going well. So, yeah, get your hair all nice and
great.
high, and spray it then, and
Dye
Dye
it
with
black.
what?
Make it big.
yeah,
Say it with what?
dye it black and make it big. Standing in the garden. What do you
What
want
do
to?
I have to spray it with?
Hairspray.
Airspray. We can't recommend brands because this is the BBC and we've got obligations. Although you may not have noticed that over the last half hour with
Right,
this
okay.
inconsequential wittering.
I'm going to try that next gig I go to.
Yeah, and then maybe go to a hairdresser, go to them, take some of the weight out of it.
I'm
I
frightened
don't
of
know what that means,
hairdressers.
but they like it.
Just
Yeah.
say something about layers.
Layers, go in there, go layers. Take some of the weight out of it. Don't be frightened of the hairdresser.
Keep
I
the
know-
length.
Keep the length, keep the length. Take some away. I understand your fear of hairdressers because they don't listen, do they? It doesn't
No,
matter how much you go. Oh, can you just leave it that length? They've
Yeah.
got their own agenda. That
That's
is
why
to
I've
cut your hair
never had my
shorter.
hair cut. I'm so frightened of hairdressers.
Don't do that because then women that have got really long hair down their waist, you sort of think that they still live with their mum and that they're mad. So don't get.
Do
I
you?
probably
Do, do you live with your mum and are you mad? Is your mayhem sister actually your mother? Is that what the mayhem really is? That you've abandoned the idea of generation? Nice, it sounds crazy. Get your hair cut, get rid of some of that length. Cut. Dye it black, and then create some mass at the crown and some static.
I'm
Remember
going
the
to
balloon
take the
technique?
scissors to my hair tonight.
Don't
Now,
do it
you've
yourself,
inspired
you
me.
lunatic.
Yeah, do it.
Do it yourself.
Yeah.
Send us photographs of your mangled skull.
Before and after.
Can I just say I completely disagree. Do not
Trevor.
dye your hair and do not dye your eyebrows.
How dare you?
Trevor.
You've not got the
Sensible man
qualifications.
there.
It's frightening when you discover that somebody's dyed their eyebrows,
Yeah.
and it's disturbing to
Perhaps I'll do one green and one. I'll do one claret and one blue.
Use a marker pen.
Clary Bell, before you take on board any of Trevor's advice, I'd like you to know that he is sat here fully naked and his own eyebrows are completely bald.
It's not true. I'm wearing a tie.
Does he stick them on every night?
They're just bald and he's put his signature above each eye.
He's written Trevor Lock above each eye, but a bit too high up, so he looks like he's surprised by his own identity, which, quite frankly, I am, Trevor. Why would anyone choose that?
Well, I was the only person in Northampton that laughed at Trevor Lock's jokes because I was frankly ashamed of that audience.
Trevor's from Northampton.
I know,
Are you
and
talking
I was
about his
ashamed
whole
to be there.
span of his life?
No, and he managed to get through a bit of a rough gig that night.
Well, it's because he was going home. People, they sensed that he was one of the outsiders. That's why Trevor left Northampton. He belongs down here.
It was
in
great.
London.
People were shouting, "Oh, come on, get to the break," and I was laughing.
You were
Jokes, I
laughing,
thought he was brilliant, and
encouraging them.
I like his poem as well in the little book.
Listen, you've become too much of a minority interest. Get your hair done. We've got to buy a record now.
Thank you so
Clary
much
Bell.
for your advice, boys. That's
No
brilliant.
problem. Actual love to you. Actual love, Clary Bell. What should we...
And to you too.
Right, bye-bye, Poppet.
Bye.
What should we...
Bye.
Book of tea and the green onions. Were they... is that not the right man?
Booker T and the MGs and the song's called Green.
And the green onions is what he's singing.
Yes.
Is that the...
There's no words in it really. It's an instrument.
Is it that?
That's match of the day.
Who's winning?
Booker T and the Green Onion.
All right, don't victimise me. I'm just living my life. I don't want to listen to them now. I'm too embarrassed. All right, put them on. They better be good though.
They are. You'll like it.
Hello, blimey. me, right, so that was Booker T and the MGs with a song called Green Onions, and it could have, I mean, I don't want to sound bitter, because I know you won't take me seriously, because I've embarrassed myself, but that song was not about onions. There was no relevance to that at all. This is Radio 2, listen to Russell Brand. Here's some emails. This show should be on Radio 1. It's funnier than Moyles. Oh, Chris Moyles is very good, he's very brilliant, but thank you for that flattery. Also, we like Radio 2. Better here. Nice, isn't it? And that's from, oh, no, I wrote that myself. No, it's a genuine email. Okay, it's lovely, right, because we've got loads of emails, because we were talking about Saddam Hussein, so now I've got, like, some emails, and they're marked Saddam in red pen. Right, let's get on with the Saddam email, shall we? Right, from David in Surrey, he wants to talk about the old topic of Saddam Hussein's execution. I'm glad that you said that about Saddam. I felt the same sympathy and weird liking of him since they got him out of that hole, but have been too embarrassed and confused at why I felt this way to tell anyone. I think that might be different to what I'm feeling. I think what David is feeling is lust. Now I feel glad because I'm not the only mental one. Cheers. No, David, you and I are like-minded souls, fair of us. Right, so we've got someone on this radio that's got a problem. And it's me. No, it's not. Let's do that cry for help thing. Who's on the line? Peter. Peter, are you there, dear?
I am, mate. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm ever so well, thank you. Now, we're doing this item, as you know, it's called a cry for help. Would you mind going, help?
I thought you did that at the end, not the beginning.
It's sort of, we mix it up a bit, Peter.
All right, okay.
If you're uncomfortable doing it now, we can save it. I mean, I know really I'm supposed to be driving this radio show, but I don't want to make you uncomfortable. Trevor's poised to say something.
I know what he should do. He should state his problem and then punctuate it with a help
at the end.
Full stop at the end.
Right, fair enough. Peter, state your problem.
Right, I've got a date this Saturday for the first time in ages.
Help!
I know. Hang on,
Don't do it for him.
I've got a couple of dilemmas that you can help me with, hopefully.
We'll help you with all of them, mate.
All right. Well, where do I take her out on a date? I live in the country.
Right. Okay.
The nearest town is Banbury.
Like Banbury Cross, Ride Horse.
Oxford.
Take him to Oxford, is that what you're saying?
No.
To a quad. Oh, sorry, Peter, go on.
And then, the only thing is, I met her on the 29th when I was celebrating my 40th birthday party.
Right.
Only talked to her at the end of the bar, got on like a house on fire.
I don't know why people always think that's good, because if your house is on fire, awful business, really. You've got to worry about, which possession shall I take, in that cliched way. But anyway, you've got on well with her. You like having your house on fire, do you, Trevor?
Exciting,
right, well, I'm going to give your address out in a minute, and I hope that arsonists are listening. Go on, Peter. So you talked to her at the end of the bar, got on that house on fire, you've not been on a date for a while, so you're sort of edgy about that. What's this new bit of information you're about to say, old bean?
I can't remember her name.
Oh, no.
Brilliant.
Hang on, you've got her phone number.
It's tough. You've got a phone number, though.
Yes,
We'll
we
ring her.
text each other, but I can't remember her name.
No problem. No
There's an easy way out.
And how do I find out her name without looking a bit of a dork?
Oh, there's so many ways.
Trevor, go on, give one suggestion then.
Well, there's the game.
What is the game?
Well, the game is you have to say, right, I bet my
Right, I'll
name's
be the
worth-
girl. Let's act it out.
Okay.
Right, obviously, I'm going out of use, so I'm very, very unwell. I've possibly just been released from an institution, and I've got sick in my beard.
Stop it.
Go on then, Trev. Let's do the improvisation. Oh, hello, Trevor. Nice to see you, Trevor. You look nice today, Trevor, except for that jumper. It's odd. Trevor.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't like this jumper, but I put it on especially for you. Anyway, you look lovely.
Thanks.
Have you seen what people are saying about the handwriting?
What?
Well, you just sign your name. Just sign your name.
Right, okay.
Just do,
That's
how did
not
you do
a
your
bad
signature?
idea.
How did you do your signature?
Oh, I do it like this. So, hold on, Peter's got to go...
I do mine like this, you see.
So Peter's got to go to the date with a pen and a bit of paper,
Yeah.
like an autograph hunter.
Yeah.
And then go up to it and do that. It's not a bad
That's not
idea,
a bad
Trev.
idea.
Peter, what do you think of that idea?
It's not a bad idea, but it's not normally what you take on a first date.
It's not, is it? It's not, is it? It's what a weirdo. Trevor would
It's
have a pen and
peacocking though,
paper.
because you're doing a little bit of a game. The other thing is,
It is peacocking. Now, Neil Strauss, writer of the book The Game, would say that women like stuff like that, where you show little psychological techniques and things like that, because it shows added
First
value.
thing, when you go, hello.
yes.
Could you write a name on here?
Yeah.
Don't
It's
say
a
it
bit
like
sass.
that.
Too early.
Never say it like that. Say it. You're
Trevor, don't
excited.
feel
You're
confident.
sharing
You're not
something.
Al Capone.
You're sharing something. Always be different. Never be like everyone else.
That's easy for you to say. You look like Alan Bennett and Alan Jones have been quarrelling in a tumble dryer. Listen, why don't Peter? Right, I know what you mean. That's a bit obvious, isn't it? Straight away, write your name on a bit of paper. I
He's
think
never
that's...
said help yet.
Say help,
Yes.
Peter. You've not said help.
Help!
That sounded genuine. We've got to help him. All right, so, okay, right. So Trevor's got a technique there, but it might look a bit obvious unless you've got a really nice spangly pen and a sexy notebook, which will in itself make you seem intriguing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, but that's too. That'll be a challenge for her. Matt, have you got any ideas?
I would walk straight. I'd go in and go.
Yeah.
Terribly sorry, I've forgotten your name.
No way.
Matthew, that's a bad atmosphere
it's
created.
not.
What are you
It's
talking
not, it's
about?
not, because this
Oh,
is
he's
what you
honest.
do.
He's honest. This
Wait,
looks awful.
Shh, let me finish. You do that, and then when she goes, oh, and she's a bit embarrassed, and then she says her name, you go,
Yeah.
and then, because I was thinking this, and I was thinking, well, maybe I could do this, and then you've
Right,
got
you've
the
got a
eyes,
lovely story.
You've got, it's not,
It's too early.
it's
too
not a
early.
sin to forget someone's name.
Have you had sex
She'll-
with her, Peter?
No.
All right, fair enough. It's not that bad. Okay, so let me. Okay, you've spoke to the bar. Have you got any? What are the suspects for the names? Have you got any inklings? How many syllables do you think it is?
It could be Sarah, but
Hang on,
listen,
we can-
it was my birthday party, you know, that I couldn't...
It's Sarah.
It is Sarah. I think your
you're not
instincts
sure
are good.
that it's Sarah.
No,
We're going to find it out.
We'll phone her up on her number and go, hello, is that Julian? And she'll say no, and then we go, what is your name?
Patricia, Debbie. Well, just go through names, Matt. You
phone her up now.
bungling.
Go
It's like,
straight,
you might
miss.
as well get Inspector
Just phone her
Clouseau
and go,
on it.
who is this? Because I've got your number, and she'll go, oh, it's me, it's Claire.
She'll
And
be
we'll go,
frightened, the terrifying
she
man.
won't.
We could get Claire Jones, who works here, a girl.
We'll get a woman to
We'll get a
phone her
woman to do it.
and say,
Brilliant.
I'm WPC.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible accident. Now
We need
tell
to
me
know
your
your
name. That's great. Peter, we're going to actually genuinely, practically help you with this matter. We're going to get someone to phone her up. All you've got to do is entrust this lovely woman, your only possible chance of happiness. You've got to entrust her number to us, a bunch of idiots. Are you prepared to do it, Peter?
Yes, go on.
Well done, well done. That's
go
good. I'm glad that you trust us. Don't tell us. And Trevor took a pen out, either to ask me to write down my name so he could try and pinch me bum, or expecting Peter to say a woman's number live on radio. You idiot, Trevor.
It was a jokey joke.
Well, let me tell you, it was a disgrace. All right, Peter, so someone will talk to you afterwards. It'll be Claire Jones. Now, Claire Jones will be the person we enlist to get this name. Then what we might do is try and match-make you on air. We're working with this item as we go, Peter. You know, we're working this up. It's going to be okay, though. I've got a good feeling about this woman. I don't want to get your hopes up, but I reckon the two of you are definitely going to get married.
How about... You don't need a hat.
Do you
How
need...
about the thing that... Where do I take her?
Right, okay, right, you're in the countryside. Now, you could go to a dogfight. The adrenaline, the thrill, the passion, the illegality of a dogfight. No, not a dogfight. Matt, have you got any ideas? Countryside, what goes on there?
Can't you a barn dance?
You literalist idiot. Trevor, have you got any ideas?
Well, Banbury is quite a lovely town, isn't it?
How far are you from Banbury, Peter?
Oh, it's only 10 minutes.
Oh, well, go there then. Go Banbury.
For what? For dinner, or just to go and sit and watch the clouds?
Eating dinner is all right. You're talking. You can talk about the way you've horribly bungled this date by not remembering her name. That'll keep you going for 10 minutes, according to Matt. Then you can sort of start writing down people's names and giggling like Trevor with a sweaty pen in your palm, or perhaps your palm's sweaty. I don't know how it works. I think. Well, don't you just go somewhere simple? What are the options in Banbury?
Banbury's... It's kind of a small town mentality, to be honest.
What do you mean? Are the pair of you going to get lynched? What's going on? Is she 12?
No. Well, there's a bit of an age gap.
How big's this age gap?
22 years.
Bloody hell, mate, you get a bus through that. A school bus.
No, that's not a problem.
Because he's 40.
Oh, he's 40. What's she, 18?
Yeah, that's
18.
fine. That's normal in this day and age.
Peter, you've made us help a sex criminal. I'm joking. Peter, I'm joking. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. It's a laugh. It's good. It's
What
good.
have you got in common, though? What is the thing that...
Yeah, when you were
happened?
chatting at
What was
that bar-
house on fire about?
What is it?
Well, she lives in the village I used to live in.
Oh,
Right.
of course.
And we just talked about what goes on in the village.
Okay.
I mean, you got to bear with me. I was a bit drunk at the time.
Oh, Christ.
Hang on.
What, Matthew?
I'm worried about this girl.
Why are you worried about the girl?
Because you can't remember her name, he was drunk.
No, I think this
And he
date's
think-
going to... Matthew, where is your sense of romance? For God's sake, this is going to be a lovely date between a very drunk, very old man and a confused teenager from a village. And if you can't see the beauty in that, there's something wrong with you. Peter, we're going to make this work. Stand on the phone, talk to Claire Jones, and give this possibly Sarah's number. We've got to go to another show now. Right, it's the news, actually. I think of the news as a kind of show. It kicks out content, baby. Who's been hung today? Okay, so Peter, you leave that. We're probably going to ring you up later when we've thought of a proper plan for action. Right,
Thanks for your help.
okay, bless you, Peter. You sounded a bit full of regret when you said thanks for your help there. Don't be. We're going to help you, I promise. We will help you. We may not have any skill, but by God, we've got enthusiasm. So, we're going to help you. Right, Peter, stay on the line, talk to Claire. Okay, so now it's nearly 10 o'clock here in good old England, GMT. Let's go to news with lovely Andrea Simmons, isn't it? Oh, we love Andrea Simmons. Try and get the word in, the phrase, doomed date into the news. No, it's going to be a good date. It's going to be a good date. What word can she get in?
The word romance.
Get romance in! Get romance in, Angela, for God's sake, we love you. This is 88 to 91 FM, this is Radio 2 from the BBC.
This is the occasionally romantic BBC News Desk at 4 minutes past 10. Our next at 11.
Russell Brand.
That was The Doors, Peace Frog. You're listening to Russell Brand on Radio 2. We owned a bit of the news then. We owned some news that Andrea Simmons said romantic at the end of it. So occasionally romantic, BBC News Desk. I like how she speaks, don't you?
Sexy.
It is sexy. In fact, often news people come across sexy and weather forecasters. I like them lot in that position of vague authority.
Michael Fish.
Yeah, fishy. Fishy poos. Oh, fishy. Go on, predict something. Predict some weather. Give us a prognosis. Okay, now what are these important things we have to think about? Oh yeah, we're talking about Saddam Hussein in the news, eh? We've got our fingers on the pulse in here, ain't we, us lot? Seems that we've uncovered something there. Now, we'll keep thinking about it. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery one way or another, like in Scooby-Doo or something like that. Trevor, what's up?
Nothing's up. Nothing's up. Just straightening my glasses, you know, getting
Fair
a better
enough.
view of you.
Why wouldn't you? We've still got Peter's problem to consider. Before the
Haven't
news, we had a phone call from Peter in our new item, Cry for Help, Help, where he revealed slowly and incrementally that he was dating an 18-year-old girl. Now, but he's forgotten her name. He's not been on the first date yet.
Peter's Problem would be a nice little sitcom.
Peter's Problem.
Do you remember May to December with that old bloke?
Yeah, I do remember May to December. It's a long, long way from May to December. But let me work on the theme tune for Peter's Problem a bit more. Peter's Problem. Do, 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 do. He met her when he's drunk. His brain is full of lust. Run, woman, run! I'm joking. I'm joking. Peter, I think Peter seems like a nice man. He's lovely. He's sensitive. He's fun. He's a laugh. I like Peter.
He remembers her age, but he doesn't remember her name.
Interesting. That's probably because there's no legal issues with her name. I'm joking. I can't help myself. Someone stop me. So, I think that, what we should do anyway, Claire Jones, who works here for our programme on Radio 2, she's got, the number of this woman. She's even now ringing her up. I goes, try and reveal as little information as possible, and then we'll get her on the air, because you have to get consent from people. Unfortunately, you can't just ring people up. Does that mean whenever you hear something on the radio where it purports to be a prank phone call, it ain't real? Oh, maybe it's pre-recorded and they've got consent retrospectively. Maybe, because you can't put things on
I
air.
think they're pre-recorded.
Right, fair enough then. We'll do some prank phone calls, will we? We won't, we can't be bothered, can we? Nah. Right, okay, so, right, anyway, we'll get her on air and we'll persuade that we'll get her name out of her anyway. Claire's already probably got it. We could either just tell Peter or we can chat to her. I think we can really make that date go with a bang. And I think we should really, really get involved.
Absolutely.
With the same sense of fun that we have attacked the issue of Saddam Hussein's execution.
Why not just get her name, then jazz it up a bit and tell Peter another one?
Because Peter's listening now, and that would be wrong to do that to Peter. Just go.
I like Peter.
I like Peter. But why don't we say she's called some unacceptable racist slogan? So she's called Ku Klux Klan. No, we'll not say that. Let's just be. We're on this earth to do good. That is our role here.
Yeah.
And do good we bloody well will do. Good. So, okay, time now for another bit of the old advice for someone. It's Liam. Liam, are you there, mate?
Hello there, Russell.
Why did you nearly say call
I
me?
think you said Ken.
Fair enough, I'll be called. Oh, because of Ken Russell.
Ken Russell.
Yeah, fair enough. Now listen, old bean.
Yeah.
Liam. Now, you need some advice from us, don't you?
Yeah, I think I do.
And what is the nature of this problem?
I'm an actor, you see.
That
and,
already is
yeah,
terrifying.
it's not going very well.
It's hard to be an actor, isn't it?
It's very difficult.
Yeah, okay.
And,
well,
yeah, how'd you get your foot in the door, Russell?
just kick that door wide open. Don't use your foot for a start. You
I know,
know.
I wouldn't be able to do stand-up comedy.
Right, no, don't try that, it's ridiculous. What you must do, am I right in thinking you went to the same drama school that I went to?
Yeah, that's right.
Have you left there now?
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago now.
What, did you find it good going to a drama school?
No, I was very proud to get in.
What did they make you do?
Nothing too bad, actually.
Well, when I
don't
was
think
there-
I take my clothes off that much,
You
right?
didn't have to take your clothes off much?
At all, actually.
When I was at I went to this drama school. It's called Drama Centre, famous drama school. It uses sort of Stanislavski method, Lee Strasberg's interpretation of that method.
Oh, of course.
And it's all method, isn't it? You have to take things all dead seriously. Spent a lot of time crying and a lot of time in the nude. And that was normally before I got to school. So, you have to take your clothes off and do things in the nude. Yeah.
Well, that was the old days. I was a bit softer when I got there.
Well, mate, I had it
What,
tough.
swimming costume.
You can do it in a bra, Liam. So you didn't have to do. They didn't make you run around the nude. Did you have the marvellous teachers that were there when I was there, like Christopher Fettis, for example?
Yeah, I was going to ask actually. I bet Yat loved you, didn't he?
Yat Malgren was one of the teachers there. I liked him because he was like Yoda or something. He was this old Swedish man, maybe about 85 years old, and he'd won an Olympic medal for some sort of gymnastics or something in the 20s. And he spoke
In the 20s?
ages ago. He was really
Apparently, he
old.
danced for Hitler.
Well, in a way, we all do, don't we? I think he might have danced for Hitler in some occasion.
They're very.
Why?
Well, Hitler liked to
As a
dance.
distraction.
He's got to be able to unwind. Perhaps Hitler had a gun. Who knows what techniques Hitler was employing. Listen, right, I want to tell these people about Yat, so shut up for a second, Liam. Right, I'm diplomatic. Right, so this is the thing that's good about Yat, is like he was all old and withered, but wise and clever, and he'd give you this information based on the techniques of this bloke called Laban or something.
Laban, yeah.
Laban, right? Every physical movement apparently represents a psychological shadow move, and these different techniques. It was extraordinary stuff.
Now, take your clothes off, children.
Stop crying. It spoke like this.
But I don't want to. I danced for Hitler once. Now you do this for me.
After what I've done for the Führer, put on these suspenders. No, he didn't speak like that. He spoke like this. Oh, this is very interesting. The acting that you do is very realistic. What? That's how he spoke. He was all old.
He's stroking a cat.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, it weren't a cat, I don't think. But, like, this lovely, he was a good acting teacher, brilliant. He was probably some sort of wizened old genius from what I could work out. No, he's dead now, right? But one of these things that was really good, like, I remember we was all in his class, and he was sort of talking about, like, our behaviour, and we all sit round him, he's this guru-like figure, and, like, he goes, I know some of you, but he was all wise, and he goes, I know some of you boys who like to take cocaine because it makes you feel jolly. Jolly. I like that, feeling all jolly after the old cocaine. It don't make you feel jolly, it's depressing. Liam, what are you up to? Liam's drifted off. Yeah. Liam, we're setting up the item. Let's listen to him. What's he doing?
Well, he's an actor, you see.
He's up to
Working
something.
in a cab office.
What's Liam doing?
It's his ego, he can't bear to listen to you.
Right. Liam, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry about that.
We've been listening to you, and it sounds like you're a criminal of some description.
No, let me tell you, I'm so sorry.
Are you
I
in a
did
cab
happen.
office?
I'm a night porter at the moment.
Where?
In Pimlico.
You're a
Well,
night-
I do it all over. I get sent everywhere.
What is a night porter?
I just basically, it's pretty much just
Is it
sitting
like
there
a
looking at
vampire
screens,
with a
listening to
trolley?
radio.
Look at it's like what? So security work.
It's kind of security work, yes, but it is when it's nights. During the day, you're more saying hello and all that.
Well, you're not concentrating. What if there's a discrepancy or a crime or something?
Well, I've got the screens here, and an alarm would go off, to be honest.
Well, you've made yourself defunct, Liam. For Christ's sake. That's what's keeping you out of the acting game. Oh, you don't really need acting. Just imagine that there's Romeo and Juliet going on when you look out the window. But Liam, what you need help getting into the acting business?
Yeah.
Right.
I've got an agent in that, it just ain't, I just wonder kind of little tips.
I'll give you a tip, mate. It's autonomy. If you have to just get on with what you're doing. Write yourself. Can you write plays?
Yeah, well, I've been trying.
Write one. Write a play, and then you
Also,
have to...
there's a girl's birthday party, a masked ball going on.
There's a masked
Turn
ball.
up
They're going to
for the
need
masked
entertainment.
ceremonies.
You can write. We know about a masked ball. You and Trevor Locke will be performing this scene from D.H. Lawrence's Women in Love, where they wrestle all nude and that. It's going to be brilliant.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right, so you can go that masked ball. Leave your number with Claire Jones out there, and we'll arrange that bit of acting work for a kick-off. Then you can work on writing a play about your experiences in life. Then put it on somewhere like Hen and Chickens in North London, England. Then we'll come along and see it. If it's any good, we'll get some agents to come and see it. What you have to do is be active. Don't just wait for the universe to throw stuff at you. Write things. Be active at all times.
Oh, that's lovely
That's
advice.
rich coming
Brilliant.
from him.
What do you mean?
You're just on drugs. Write stuff.
When I was on
Keep a
them-
notebook, keep a diary. Keep bus tickets, stick them in a book.
Then you'll remember where you went that day. You can show it to your kids. Listen, when I was on them drugs, I was trying my hardest, mate, traipsing
did you
around
write?
London. I wrote a play based on the Tibetan Book of the Dead, which I'd never read. They goes, right, it'll be about the afterlife, and put it on in Pimlico, actually. Like, Pimlico School let me use a room there. Yeah, it's eerie. They goes, right, they goes, right, you can use this room, put a play on. Then we cast loads of actors, and then, then I got bored of that play because it was a catastrophe, because I realised it was not well written. We had this Australian actor. It was good, the casting process. They had to come and do acting in front of me and my mate Matt I had then. We was a couple of charlatans, we didn't know what we were up to. But we cast it, rehearsed it for a couple of months, then thought, this play's not good enough. Yeah, we kept rehearsing it to put off having to do it. We'll just keep rehearsing it, then we won't actually have to do it. But anyway, after only 15 years of that, I eventually got a show on digital television. So, it is worth it. So, yeah, just do
Gotta say help.
Liam, you ain't shouted help yet, mate.
Oh, help!
I like hearing shout help. Does that mean I'm some sort of sadist? Probably, yes. So, that's your help, mate. Leave your number with Claire Jones. You're off to a masked ball to be a master of ceremonies and do some nude wrestling with Trevor Locke. It's going to be a great party. I don't know where you're going to wear your masks. Thanks for your call, Liam. Take it easy, mate. Ta-da.
Bye.
Right, what should we have a listen to?
Pixies.
Let me have a choice
Go
now.
on,
Listen to Baby Shambles, Albion. I like him. He's had a hard year, that lad. People going on about him, victimising him. He's a
Where did you
nice
say it?
fella.
Oh, right, all the way up there. I
Yeah.
can't get to that.
You can get to it, Matthew. Just try it. I'll cover. No one will even know nothing's gone wrong. Oh, hello, listeners. Good old life, eh? Sometimes you just think, what's the point? I've got an email here, actually. It's about May to December relations. It's from someone reckoning they're called Maggie. Hey, apparently the rule of thumb about dating someone younger than you is the youngest they can be is half your age plus 7. Just thought it was an interesting formula to gauge any moral ambiguity. From Maggie.
Half your age plus 7.
Yeah.
Half your age plus 7.
So she'd have to be 27.
She'd have to be... Oh, poor old Peter.
she's 18.
18. Don't worry about that rule.
No,
It's not about maths. Charlie Chaplin used to marry all sorts of
Exactly.
people. And Jerry Lee Lewis.
But people have 2 ages anyway, don't they?
Ooh, what do you mean? Their actual age and their numerical age?
What?
Well, I mean, do you reckon people have got some sort of soul age?
Yeah, exactly. They have their age that they are in years, and then their eternal age, like you're however old you are.
How am I? How old am I?
14.
Before language has been developed, clearly.
No, you're 14.
Woohoo! 14!
Months.
In your face!
How old's mine?
How old's Matt? How old's Matt?
Matt's 14 as well.
What?
He's a
That's
little-
why we get on, because we're a couple of 14-year-olds.
No,
This is more of
so
a
are you.
boffin.
14 years old you are.
That's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all right, Matt. We're living the time of
good.
our life. How old are you, Trevor? About 70. You old codger.
No, I'm 14 as well.
Everyone's 14.
But I'm
That's
a,
a
Just
rubbish
think everyone's
system.
14,
I'm a
Trevor.
shy 14. Most people are 14.
This is probably
People
to get
don't
you
grow
out of
up.
situations that Peter's about to get himself into with his techniques. Oh, everyone's 14, aren't they?
Silly.
Way.
Very silly.
Very silly.
No, but sometimes you meet an 8-year-old who's about 60.
Well, I don't, Trevor.
Do on spelling
What, them
programmes.
withered ones, like that film, had Robin Williams in it? Oh, well, what, you mean that they've prematurely aged?
No. I'm saying that they're emotionally, psychologically, their personality
What
is
about
older
those
than their
kids
years.
who live with their nan?
Oh, yeah, they're
Exactly,
great. Nan
nan
kids.
kids, yeah.
Like, yeah, they
Hello,
talk different. All right, Spectre's a bit nippy out, isn't it? Probably the weather will change soon, Nan. Oh, they like that. I had a Nan kid at my school. He wore a lot of wool. A lot of wool.
Some nan kids, their mum gave them to their nan.
I know, because they
sort
were
of thing.
too young. It was always an interesting drama. I loved them Nan kids.
Nan kids were great.
Because they used old-fashioned language
Yeah, 'cause-
and old-fashioned
I
ideas.
suppose we'll just have sausages again, Nan.
Blimey, I might as well turn in then, Nan. They set their own bedtimes. They're responsible. Yeah, them Nan
We'll
kids.
just have it off a tray in front of the telly, shall we?
Shall we then? All right. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I like those little guys. Right, this isn't an album for
Yeah, I've
that's
got it now.
Baby Shambles. I like this, and I think he's had a torrid time with it, that lad. Because people say like he's clever and bright and funny lad. Just play his record. Have a listen to it. Baby Shambles, they're capturing the
flawless.
quintessential essence of Britain, I think, quite nicely. And it was flawless. Well, you mean the link? Or you
No,
fade things too quick sometimes.
I know,
You're aggressive.
I didn't know when you were going to
You're
start talking.
gung-ho, Matthew.
I'm not.
You are gung-ho. Right, we've got some nice emails here. Thank you guys for putting a big smile on my face and for saying goodbye to the TV on Saturday night. By the way, has the revolution actually started yet? It has actually, yeah. We're sort of starting it. The revolution is constant.
Why? You just looked at Trevor and Trevor looked at his watch.
Right, we've got some things to tell you. Trevor, check your watch.
Yes.
We're starting at 10:37 p.m. I'm going to kick over some bins and do a blow-off near Thatcher. So, anyway, you remember that lad that looked like Jared Leto? He sent us another text. He goes, I tried exactly what you suggested, Russell. I took off my shirt in a late-night corner store and it worked. No one knew Jared Leto, but I got my nipples sucked and then someone's kindly put the ED on in pen because he don't even understand the concept of tenses. He lives in perpetual motion, this guy. The future, the past, it's all one thing. Okay, there's another thing here. Lindsay in Glasgow. Dearest Russell, Trevor and Matt, I'm stuck ill in bed with concussion, honestly.
No.
Oh, you poor cow. And would very much appreciate a hello. Look at Trevor feeling extreme sympathy just because he clattered into a window in Tottenham Court Road recently.
I know how she feels.
Why don't you form a support group with other numbskulls who could go clattering into things? Anyway, she wants some advice on how best to hasten my recovery. Just stay in bed, love.
Drink a
That's
lot of
Lindsay
water.
in Glasgow. Drink a lot of water, love.
Yeah,
Drink a
and
lot of water.
take it easy.
Take it
And
so
think
easy.
beautiful
You two
thoughts.
must be qualified.
Beautiful thoughts.
Look out of windows romantically.
Kick off the duvet! Go mad! Everyone just go nuts!
No.
Anyway, Lindsay, look after yourself up there in Glasgow, love. Hi, Russell, I need help, says Grace Benati. What a cool thing to be called. I can't get over all my friends. They're getting enraged. Oh, Saddam should have been killed in that fashion. Grazie.
Should have or shouldn't have?
Shouldn't have been. Okay, you're a good point. And,
What fashion would she recommended?
yeah, that's true. What, it's not about fashion. It's wrong
about-
to kill him.
Put him in a tree shredder.
Or perhaps in a Gucci frock. Come on. We can't kill anybody. This is really great, though. This is from Kara Skipper. Right, it goes, hey, I agree with you about Saddam Hussein, but what do you think they should have done? From Kara Skipper, putting us into terrible territory there. Right, okay.
I think community service
Exactly.
around Iraq, sweeping up and stuff.
Sweeping up
No.
and laughing.
For ages, with a broom with only one hair on it.
That would be cool. That, in a way, would be a sort of a, like from the mind of Samuel Beckett, a punishment. It would be forever, that punishment. I likes it. I think, well, I don't know really, but there's no point being horrible to people. You might as well just sit him down and go, now look, Saddam, what you done to them Kurds was out of order.
Are you sorry?
Are you really
And he
sorry?
nods.
Yeah.
Let him go.
We go, I thought Kurds was a bit of Goldilocks' dinner. Oh no, that's Mrs. Muppet. Please send my love and hugs to Sean again. Oh, right, it's
Little
Natural
Miss Muppet.
Nation.
It's not Mrs.
Little
Muppet.
Miss Muppet.
I don't know who these
Mrs.
people are.
Muppet.
I don't know who them people are in nursery rhymes. It's only a way of conditioning children. They're all bonkers.
Puts me in. It's more of my political views.
Actually, that was wrong what I said then, and I'll
What?
take it back, because I was being detrimental about them Kurds, and imagine you were one,
I
or
know.
knew one, you'd be brassed off with me. I'll take it back. I was just being silly, trying to lighten the mood in the old life and
I'm
that.
going to apologise to Mrs. Muppet.
Mrs. Muppet, wherever you are, I apologise to you. I've diminished you, and earlier when I thought of you, I'd looked up your frock. Here, Peter, you better get back in touch with us, mate, because we've called up that woman and we know her name now. Right, earlier on, a gentleman called Peter phoned up our new item, which is called Cry for Help. Help! That's how it goes. And this Peter's problem was, he's going out, he's met a woman at his birthday party, they got on like a house on fire, he was drunk when he met her, he can't remember her name. He gave us her phone number. We've called her. We know her name now. Peter, we're not going to tell you the name until you have performed several trials and
The
labours.
Trials of Peter, and it's not Sarah. You were wrong about that.
It's not Sarah,
I-
mate.
I
it's
think
not
we
even the
should-
right number of syllables.
We should
Peter.
do a blind date thing.
What do you mean,
Well,
blind date?
one of us gets the
Trevor,
right
is
name.
this your way of trying to seduce Peter's girlfriend?
Don't be silly. This is my way of trying to make it a little bit more interesting.
Go on.
You think of a girl's name. Maybe I do. Maybe Matt does. But one of us has the real girl's
And
name.
he has to
They
guess
like
it.
a roulette
like
with
a
names.
blind date thing.
Right, and if he gets the right one, then it's
So he's gotta
destiny
go
that they
who's
go
most
out.
trustworthy.
And we'll overlook this horrific discrepancy in their ages.
He's got to read who's lying.
Exactly.
Out of us
He's
three.
got to
Okay.
read who's lying. Brilliant item. Well done, Trevor. That's
What
the
should we
best-
call it?
Let's call it,
Something
Peter.
nice.
No.
Something nice. I don't know, a shrubbery. So
Squeak, piggy,
It's
squeak.
called Guess the Name, Peter.
Guess who's lying, Peter?
Peter, guess who's lying? Guess the lie. Peter's lie detector. Or something like that. Anyway, we'll figure something catchy in a minute. Right, someone's on the line, and I believe that certain someone is called Kirsty. Kirsty, are you all right, my love?
Hi, Russell. Hi, Trev. Hi, Matt.
Ah, lovely you are. It's like you've been trained to do that from a 5-year-old. I imagine you with a balloon in your hand, like on a string, that sort of balloon. So, what's up, Kirsty? Because we've given good help so far. Jared Leto blokes had his nipples sucked in a garage. That's good. Peter, we've found out the name for Peter. He'll probably be on the line soon. We'll be able to help him with his problem with his mystery girl. Don't give away name, even though I've got it in my brain. I keep nearly saying the name.
I've forgotten it myself.
Me too, I've forgotten it already.
Yeah, but you two never knew it, did you?
Yes, we
Yes, we did. We all know it.
I remember it.
Deep down, we all know it.
Deep down, we know everything, don't we? We're all one. Now, Kirsty, what are we going to do about your problem? First of all, let's find out what it is. What is it?
I just lack self-confidence, really.
Oh, you poor little sausage.
No, you don't. You phoned up a radio station.
That's a good start.
Good point.
Well done, right?
a lot
Already,
of people wouldn't have the guts to do that.
yeah, Kirsty. So already, you mustn't doubt yourself as much. Now, what makes you think you're not confident, my lovely?
Well, I'm just, I'm really I don't have any self-confidence and I have no, belief in myself and stuff.
It's difficult to believe in yourself because the idea of self is an artificial construction. You are, in fact, part of the glorious oneness of the universe.
But how can we help her?
Listen, I'm helping her. Shut up, you. Everything beautiful in the world is within you, Kirsty, and everything. And there's a lot of meaningless nonsense that we believe in, sort of things that I live my life for.
Like this
Celebrity,
bit he's saying now.
Listen, shut up, Matthew, because I'm trying to help someone who's shy.
Okay.
Come on. Right. This self-confidence. Now then, really, I mean, everyone feels like that, even people that comes across dead confident, even arrogant and annoying, going, whee, ball bags! No one really feels self-confident deep down because it's an artificial idea. But I think what you have to do is, one of the things I've been told about self-confidence is you mustn't, really, right, people aren't that worried about what you're doing and what you're saying, so you can drift around in the world relatively anonymously. You mustn't feel persecuted and examined, right? Allow yourself, or liberate yourself from that idea. People aren't watching you, and it's okay to feel them feelings without acting on them. That's my first bit of
but when you were the
advice.
chubby kid at school with glasses who were told you're useless at everything, it kind of...
Listen, I was a chubby kid at school with glasses, and they weren't even my glasses. I took them from a bus stop. I was chubby at school. Now listen, and getting told you're not good at everything, you have to try and undo that programming, really, right? But do you know this? Right, I can probably help you with this, but you may have noticed that we were earlier attacking the problem of Saddam Hussein being executed with a kind of bonhomie and jolliness, like we were drunken sailors, right? But look, your problem, I suppose, it's more important because you're here with us and actually talking to us. But we can help you with this self-confidence thing. As Matt pointed out, you've already called this radio station. Trevor's quite a wise person. Let's go over to him, and then in a minute, I'm going to stop being sensible and be really daft. So prepare yourself. But here's a bit of advice from cocky Trevor Lockie.
Well, I think what you've said is exactly right. Everyone lacks self-confidence. It's how you present yourself, and you have to learn some new types of behaviour, really. It's like that little boy who lives with his nan boy. He behaves like a nan because that's who he lives with. And the people who are confident, they sort of copy confident people. It's all about pick somebody you like, you admire, who's confident, and try. I do that because I have it. I'm a comedian and I'm very shy and I lack self-confidence and I have to go up on stage sometimes.
You were very good on stage, though, in York, Trev.
Oh, bless you. But you see, I was terrified inside. And I had to, I have to pretend, I have to pick somebody and try and imagine what it's like to be in them, visualise what it's like to be inside them. And it's like, right, I've got a bit of freedom.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do that with Russell. I imagine sometimes if I have to walk into a crowded room at a party, I think, who can do that? Oh, yeah. Russell Brand can do that.
You
I'll
absolute
pretend to be him.
pervert. I expect if you're the person who's been stealing my washing. Kirsty, that's good advice he's given you there, because
pretend to be someone else.
Well, just take the modules of different characters, because you're not bound to your own identity. It's an arbitrary construction built through experience. A lot of it. There's no reason why certain people should be confident. As she said herself, she's always just been made to feel not confident. Free yourself from the shackles of self and identity. It's a load of old rhubarb.
Or get drunk.
Drink yourself. No, don't do that, because I used to do that. It's ever so bad for you.
Doesn't it?
Kirsty, we're going to give you more advice. Claire Jones, she strikes me as a bright girl. I sort of keep brushing off all these different problems in Claire Jones. Hold on, here's an important step. Right, you've got to go, help! Right, on national radio. In fact, international, you can listen to this anywhere in the world, I think, if you've got enough willpower and not enough to do. Why don't you do it, go help? That'll be your first tentative step on a journey to self-discovery.
Can't I just say help?
No, you've got to do it in a silly voice. No one will care. No one will care what it sounds like, you know. No one does care about anything, really. We're all just going to die one day. So come on. That'll cheer you up.
Said help.
You've got to go. You've got to, you've got to do it in this sort of voice. You've got to go, help, like that. Come on, Kirsty, don't let us down. We're all behind you, my darling.
Help.
Well done! That's an important step for Kirsty! Kirsty, we offer you actual, genuine love from our human hearts. We're all one. Fear nothing. Go and talk to Claire Jones, right, 'cause we're going to be much more upbeat and daft now. You're lovely. I've loved talking to you. You're very brave to ring us up. Don't worry about nothing ever. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Go and talk to Claire Jones. Right.
Okay.
Bye-bye, darling.
Bye-bye.
Take care. She's done that help good, I thought.
Yeah.
Laugh. Nice, upbeat. Right, there's the nice... Oh, yeah, look, we've got some stuff. You know that guy Peter that we've been trying to help? Help! Dear Russell, Trevor and Matt, I've got an idea for Peter. The night I met... I'm going to continue now. The night I wet my bed... The night I wet my wife, Alicia... I'm listening. Oh, wow, his wife's called something like Alicia. I'm listening online from Poland, where we live. We are both fairly drunk. Cool. Because this is a drunk Polish couple. Consequently, having exchanged numbers, I found myself in a similar situation. He's married to this woman now, Peter. This must be inspiring you. Excuse me, but that's terrible manners. Consequently, having exchanged numbers, I found myself in a similar situation. So on our first proper date, I happened to have my Polish language homework, because if you are Polish, you better bloody well learn to speak Polish, mate. What kind of Pole are you?
He's not Polish.
He's not Polish.
He's an Englishman who's learnt it.
He's English, he's learnt Polish, he's with a Polish woman. I take it all back. So, I started the conversation by saying, please test me on this piece and help me with basic Polish conversation, i.e., my name is, what's your name? Hence, this guy should blag he's learning French, say, and do the same thing. Yeah, only if she speaks French, Richard. This is from Richard.
This is also, if you think you're playing a game, she might make up a name and go, oh, I am Marie.
I am Marie from Francais.
Oh, that's a good game, Marie. Now.
I'm called Deborah. I'm leaving. Oh, yeah, no, Richard, this technique's mental. I mean, how hard can it be to learn 2 sentences in the time he's got to arrange his first date? And once he's established no, Richard, it doesn't work. It only works in your particular situation. There you go. Right, then talk about the invasion in the Second World War. These things are particular to your life. Richard, you lunatic. Oh, we've got Peter back on the line. Let's have a little bit of music, then we'll go to Peter. Right, well, what should we do? This is in the Smiths, come on. Oh, Mos Def. Mos Def.
Mos Def.
Mos Def. Right, let's listen to him and them.
And the Green Onions.
Sex, Love and Money. I hate you all. Let's listen to it.
Sex, Love and Money.
That was Mos Def, Sex, Love and Money. We've all had a jolly good time listening to that on Radio 2, listening to the Russell Brand Show. Now, if you've been listening to the show from the beginning, you'll be aware of the plight of Peter and our item, Cry for Help. Peter called with a cry for help earlier. That cry for help was he's met a woman, he's going out on a date with her next week, he's forgotten her name because he was drunk when he met her. Peter's here now. Hello, Peter.
Hello, Russell.
You all right, mate?
Yes. I didn't expect twice in one night. I haven't done that for years.
Well, let me tell you, it's a pretty regular occurrence round our way. So, Peter, Peter, darling. So anyway, we've been on a blower to Mystery Girl. We now know her name and identity. She's not 18 anyway, she's 28.
I know. I got all confused and nervous about being on the radio.
Well, you mustn't. I've used up all my compassion with Kirsty. Snap out of it! Pack your ideas up, son. It's me and Matt come round and kick your head in. We won't bring Trev, he don't like violence. No, not really, there'll be none of that rhubarb. Now, Peter, so anyway, we now know Mystery Girl's identity, and we're doing this thing called, it's a bit like Blind Date, really. Should we just call it Blind Date? No! Each of us is going to tell you a name, Peter. If you guess the right name, then you're meant to be together and we will help you. If you get the wrong name, we're going to destroy that relationship somehow. Is that what the game is?
We've got a number, so we can just phone up and go.
Yeah, but we got the number off of... Oh, right, so we can... What?
We can just phone up and say we're him and go, oh, hello!
All right, I'm Peter. I like your Harris. Stuff like that. Right, so if you get it wrong, then that's going to happen. But if you get it right, we will support you. Phone up and say we're character witnesses and he's a lovely bloke.
Are we the ladies when we say our names?
Yes, we're the ladies.
We say
what do you mean? We have
ladies.
One question.
Yeah, we're the lady's name. And like what? And then what do we have to do? We act right.
We
then,
have,
or
you can
something?
ask us a question.
Yeah, but not our name. I don't think he should ask us our name. I think he asks us another thing, and then if he likes
This won't work.
No,
the only bit of
that's
information we have is the name.
We
you
have to go-
lunatic.
I know, it's got to be done psychically.
No, Trevor, we have to say,
Right, my
hello,
name is
Peter.
this.
My name's Duh. You met me the other night. My name's this.
Right, okay, that's how the game's going to work. I'll go first. Right, Peter, are you ready for this game?
Yes. No
Right.
pressure then.
There's a lot of pressure, Peter.
But all of it's on you.
Where it should be. Now, Peter. Okay, then I'll be contestant number 1. Trev number 2. Matt, you're number 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, Peter. You have to do the voice of Cilla Black. Right. Okay. Throughout this item. No, you don't have to. We're being silly. Right.
But you should.
Yeah, Peter, I'd like to think that you've took your top off for this, just to make it more adrenalised.
Well, I'm from Liverpool as well as Scylla.
Oh, you're from Liverpool,
Well,
are
go
you?
a bit higher then.
Right. No, don't make him do a silly voice. He's under enough pressure. All right. Do. No, don't. The company's doing well. Right. Okay. So I'm contestant number 1. What is my name? All right.
Lady voice.
All right. Oh, hello, Peter. My name's Anna. I really enjoyed meeting you the other night, and I can't wait to see you again for a boring date in Banbury.
Banbury.
What's it called? Banbury. Bambi. That's that one what skidded on the ice. What a sacker he was. All right, so anyway, that's my character, right?
Okay.
There's no point asking a question. You just have to work out whether that's the
Okay,
name
so
or not.
just, what was the name? Just do it high pitched again.
Anna. So now, Trev, now it's contestant number 2. Mystery contestant number 2. Lady voice is Trev.
Oh, hello, Peter. Well, I enjoyed your barroom technique the other week. Let's hope you'll turn out to be a friend from Banbury and not a friend from Bunbury. My
Wait,
name's
is that an Oscar
Anita.
Wilde quote?
Yes,
Okay, go on then.
I've said it.
No,
talk
do it
over,
again.
I've got to
Do the
Go on,
name.
do the name again.
My
Did you hit the
name's-
name, Peter?
My name's Anita.
Right, okay, so that's contestant number 2. Now, Peter, are you concentrating?
I am.
Right, and now it's time for contestant number 3. It's played by Matt Morgan. Go on then.
Hello, Peter.
He's the wacky one, he's number 3. She's off her nut.
Hello. I love meeting you the other night. My name's Angela.
Woo, yeah.
You were really drunk.
Okay, Peter. So, will you choose number 1? It's Anna, she's just a woman or something. Or it's Anita, played by Trevor, built up a part. Or will you choose crazy number 3, Angela, played by Matt there quite well. Peter, it's over to you. Right.
It's got to be between number 1 and number 3.
Ah, interesting. 1 and number 3. Why would you say that? What do you like about number 1? Was it because it was so well acted by me?
Well, I was hoping you would give me a 50-50 or something like that.
I don't know. We can't keep plundering all these game shows. We'll probably get Celador will probably sue us.
I'm leaning towards number 1.
You're leaning towards number 1s. Okay. Well,
Anna.
you think that it's going to be Anna? Well, is that your final answer,
You
Peter?
thought it was Sarah earlier.
Yeah, you thought it was Sarah, mate. You was too drunk. You shouldn't be allowed to go out in public. That's the conclusion I'm reaching. So, right, okay, right. You're right. You think so far that it was gorgeous number 1, Anna.
Yes.
Is that your final answer, Peter? Are you going to stay with that?
Should it be?
Well, let's help him. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be that one. It shouldn't. We'll give you another chance.
All right. Well, then, must have been right with my first one, number 3.
Angela! That's right, the sexy Angela.
Yes.
Well, look at what you could have won.
What should we do? Because, look.
Or by process of elimination.
Yes,
the last
Peter.
one.
What?
Or by process of elimination.
Yes.
If it isn't number 3, it's
Or
definitely
number 1.
2.
This girl really made an impression on me.
She really touched you, didn't she? Yes, Peter, the correct answer is number 2, Anita.
Well done,
Oh, Peter, true love.
Like a detective, wasn't he?
Oh, isn't it beautiful the way he deduced it, man? He was like Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so, Peter, what, you didn't remember? I thought that the name Anita, it would resonate with you on some level. Didn't she say it at some point?
Now you mention it, yes.
Peter, oh Christ, this date, I'm worried. I think it'll go well. Now, what I do like is it's Peter and Anita.
Oh,
yes.
A ring.
It's got a lovely ring
That's a good
to
way
it.
for remembering it now, Peter.
Yeah, right, it rhymes with your own name. So when you turn up flustered at this Bernie Inn in Banbury, just remember, it rhymes with my own brain name, Peter Anita. Don't call her Geeta, or I don't know, just Anita. She's called Anita, Peter. Is there anything else we found out her name for you. We've done good there. Is there anything else you want to know?
Do I have any dignity left with her? How
Not
did you find
now.
her name?
We just goes, this is the Metropolitan Police. We think you're being tracked by a pervert. You better give us some information or you're in grave danger. No, we just goes, oh, I don't know, I didn't make the phone call.
It's a
Claire
mystery,
Jones
you'll
done
never
it, who
know.
works here. We don't even know. But what we might try and do is ring her up. She's out at the moment, apparently, it's till around 11. So, we're going to try and ring her up later and get her on air, just meddle more. But I think you're going to be okay. At the moment, I don't know how much she knows. She might not know that you've ballsed everything up and not remembered her name. You might be okay. So anyway, Peter, we've given you a right bit of help there. Do you think that we are a lovely bunch of guys?
Yes.
Well, there you are, Peter. It's been a pleasure helping you. Will you do that help thing once more?
Help!
Well done. That's Peter, everyone. Okay, so, woo, yeah, good old life. Let's
Thanks
listen.
for the help.
Shall we listen to, right, that's no trouble, Peter. Thanks for your call, mate. You're listening to Russell Brand on Radio 2. This is Repeat to Fade, the shortwave set. Oh, that's Repeat to Fade, the shortwave set. I liked it. Sentimental, emotional.
Nice.
Oh, you're listening to Russell Brand on Radio 2. We've done some good in the world there.
Done a lot of good.
A lot of good. We
High
have that-
five?
What?
High five?
All right, I'll try. Hold on.
No, we don't have to.
Oh, come on, let's do it. Yeah, all right, come on, Trev. Get into it. Well, this is because of the good we've done. We've done actual good. We helped that Kirsty to feel a bit more confident. We got Peter in touch with that woman, found out that she's 28. That's good news. He didn't remember her name, her age.
10 years out.
10 years, a whole decade he missed. That's like missing the 70s or something. What's wrong with him? What's he been doing that's so important? Okay, so right, we've helped him. Did we help anyone else?
Yes, we helped someone else. Well, the lady with the masks.
We've helped the master. We're helping everyone. Blimey.
This should be a regular fixture.
Let's do it all the time. It's easy as well.
Cry for help.
Right, okay. So, right, we've got a few things to probably wrap up. The show's over in 10 minutes, and then it'll be Andrea Simmons doing some news if she's not so wrapped up in her own sexuality. Blimey, what a sex bomb that woman is. I'm going to go in that newsroom one of these days, and while she's reading... Do you know one of my fantasies?
Don't say this on air.
But I just thought, you know, when you see someone reading the news, like Angela Rippon or
No,
someone like
don't
that,
say
or
what you're gonna
Moira
say.
Stewart.
Under the desk.
Under the desk, yeah. How do you know if I told you already, or have you
No,
think
I
it?
can just read you like a book.
It's a good book, isn't it? Probably D.H. Lawrence or
It's a
some
grumpy little
smut-
pop-up book.
A pop-up book of erections. Ghastly little affair it'll be. Well, anyway, it would be good to be under the desk while they're doing the news.
Yeah.
Don't know why I said nest. Good old life. We're all alive. We're all alive. I know this is very boring and predictable and unimaginative for me to say, but it's true. The show rocks, and you look very cute on the webcam. A lot of ours. That's from G. And that worries me, because G is our resident poet here, and I never knew that you felt this way. He'll be doing a poem for us in a minute. Obviously, it'll be more of an ode or sonnet to me, of him expressing himself, like Gerard Manley Hopkins' lovely suppressed gay vicar poems. Right, okay, what else have we got to think about and talk about? Well, right, let's wrap things up. Now, right, what have we worked out? Saddam Hussein, it's
Shouldn't have been killed.
Not in that fashion, it's been bungled, shouldn't have been killed at all, it's out of order
We
to go
haven't
around
found
killing people.
an alternative punishment, though. That needs to be done. Maybe next week.
We'll work on that, because also our revolution is gaining steam. It's good that we've got a cynic on board. Matt, one of the key members of the revolution, don't think we should be doing it. Me and Trevor quite gung-ho
What?
about our revolution that we're doing.
No, I don't think so. I was just thinking about Saddam.
Why?
Well,
I mean, like,
I hope he's all right wherever he's gone.
Wherever he's gone, I hope he's happy there. If dogs have a heaven, there's one thing I know. Saddam has a wonderful home, to quote the Elvis Presley song Old Shep, which I probably shouldn't have done under the circumstances. I hope he's all right.
You think he's gone to dog heaven?
Well, I don't know. He might not like it there. I just hope he's all right. I hope everyone's all right. Everyone will be okay, won't they, Trev? Really. Right. What else? What else? Is there anything else we should be worrying about? I went off on my holiday. That's all dealt with. Did you miss me while I was gone, Matt?
No.
Not at all.
Well, it was only 2 weeks. It was a nice
ages.
break, and then I was glad to see you again.
Well, that sounds
Got out of that one.
Trevor, did you miss me?
I did miss you. I genuinely missed you. Yeah.
Because
Trevor's such a bum kisser.
I'm a bum kisser.
He's not.
I've
He's
never
just
done that.
comfortable with his emotions. That's what he is. You look at you all wrapped up,
What?
unable to deal with
I saw him in a
masculine
newspaper.
emotions.
It
Yeah.
made my heart go all funny. I saw him in a newspaper.
I laughed at him. Sitting in his little lounger.
I looked nice on that holiday. I was having the time of my life. Right, ERG, come over here and do a poem. This is Poet Laureate of the show.
ERG, come over here and do a poem.
I think that's what it's probably like to be in the
You're
Bloomsbury
putting him on a
set.
pedestal.
ERG, mate. Yeah, I'll do a rhyme, son. Nice one.
You wouldn't speak to Kerouac like that, would you?
No, I suppose we wouldn't. You're quite right. You make an important point. It's Mr. G, everyone, with a poem to summarise.
Should we clap?
Let's clap! Woo! We're feeling enthusiastic, a bit of bloody effervescence, joie de vivre.
Good. This poem is called How to Beat the January Blues. Forget the gym. Why kill yourself and feel guilty trying to get thin? Didn't we put a lot of time eating those mince pies? Why take out what we've worked so hard to put in? Depressed about the world peace and recent events in the Middle East? Maybe it was a fun-sized chocolate that was sent overseas. So in order to beat the January blues, here at Radio 2 we have a remedy for you. Take one part Trevor Locke and his collection of puppet dictators as he reminisces over the great killers from across all the ages. Then sprinkle some Matt Morgan to restore the order, giving hair tips to girls and writing tips to night porters.
Yeah.
Finally, to pop the cherry on the top, Mr. Brand lends his hand to solve the problems of the land. Peter suffered amnesia, so who should he believe, her? Russell, Matt or Trevor? Or should he just demand her autograph the first time he meets her? So, if that doesn't work to lift the January curse, then just crawl under your duvet until February the 1st.
Woo! Yeah. Fantastic poem. First verse I noticed was generic and could have been written before.
We never mentioned mince pie.
It was on the news.
It was on the news.
Yeah.
Fair
You
enough.
to listen to them?
We don't listen to that news bit. We find that bit depressing. No, we don't. It's Andrea Simmons, and she is a goddess, that woman. Matthew, I noticed that where you at, well, we all had to have, when we were doing that thing for Peter, we all had to have our name written down on a bit of paper so we didn't forget.
Look at that.
Anna, and Trevor was Anita, I was Anna, Matt was Angela, right? And he's drawn a lorry around the name. Like this idiot he is, with a fella waving out the window and number 3 next to it. Matthew, that's an
Why does it say 3
indication.
next? Oh, I was number 3.
Because you were number 3 and you can't retain any information in your brain. What is that lorry doing and where is it going and why is that bloke so upbeat that's
I
driving
don't
it?
know. It's a nice little
It's
picture.
a crazy thing to think
He's
about.
driving us into 2007.
There we go, on a lovely journey. So it's a whole new year, the radio show's going well. I think we've created a nice little vibe for everyone. We're going to be here every week doing this bloody radio programme, aren't we?
Every week,
we'll do
absolutely.
it. We like it. Oh, we didn't bring Noel Gallagher! Oh no! No!
No, man!
Oh no, man! My wife's gonna kill me! We didn't call Noel Gallagher. That's Corky from Reeves and Morton. Okay, look, yeah, we mustn't, sorry, Noel, if he was waiting to be phoned. He might have been, he likes
Isn't
being
he in
phoned.
Australia still?
No, he's back, he's in the
Oh,
countryside.
thank God.
He's in the thank God he's back. Right,
When's
so
he going to invite us to his countryside house?
I don't know. I keep putting pressure on him, but he just doesn't seem to want us there. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll ring him up next week and really browbeat him into it. He's going on holiday as well on Sunday, so that
We'll
means
tell him we'll look after it.
yeah, we'll look
That's
after
a
his
good
mansion.
idea.
What a brilliant
Yes, I
sitcom!
do.
All of us in Noel Gallagher's mansion. It'll be crackers. We'll ruin his house.
We'll break a vase.
Of course we will. And then how will we solve it? Oh, it'll be like Early Fools and Horses with that chandelier. All right, okay. So
Who's on next week's show?
right, let's have. I'll tell you who we could have. We could have Reece Shearsmith out. And Steve Merchant's coming on. Steve Merchant's coming on.
Excellent. Poor old Reece Shearsmith.
Yeah, but that's because best friend's back. He loves us. He won't mind. Reece Shearsmith.
We could have Reece Shearsmith. Steve Merchant's coming on!
It's because it's already been organised. It's not a slight. I love Reece Shearsmith. I love all of League of Gentlemen. They're fantastic. But Steve Merchant, he works at Radio 6 Music, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he's all, you know, we've got to get him on. It's written down on a bit of paper. If it weren't written on this bit of paper, we would F him right off. But Merchant is written down. I love Steve Merchant. He's going to be a brilliant guest. He'll be here. What else we do? We'll call up Noel Gallagher next week. We'll send a brief to Reece Shearsmith's house apologising for the scandalous way we've handled this matter. Okay, so, right. Well, our work is done here until next week, so, you know, goodbye. We love you in an actual, genuine way, not a sort of a superficial showbiz way. And now it's time for a little show that rounds up world events, not including the stuff we do, which is bloody significant when you think we're forming a brand new utopia, but other stuff, a little show, what we like to call the news, with Andrea Simmons reading that sexy news. And I'd like you all to imagine that me, Matt and Trev are under her desk while this news is being read, unless it's a particularly depressing bit of news, in which case imagine us standing solemnly. But hold on, we took our trousers down, we're idiots. Okay, this is 88 to 91 FM, Radio 2 from the BBC.